Hey, what is the drill, Mr. Big Deals? All praise the Most High, get me through all my lows. But I love God to love yours to love others. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Right now in this segment, TV time takes. You feel me? TV time takes is usually when I give my takes on the TV time. So now it's TV time. TV time is basically, I created TV time when I was in college, humble days. As a matter of fact, let me make sure we akabaka scene thing. Yes, sir. We could go on the so TV time is a saying that I created when I was up at Humble. This when I was the king of Snap. I'm gonna get back on Snap, and I was just snapping. I get your TV time. You want to be on TV? My platform is a TV time. Eventually gonna turn this to an app where you kind of like a TikTok. You know what I mean? As a black creative, we don't have too many black apps. Do we have any black apps? Not at all. So TV Time is going to be the first black app for black creators, everybody, but mainly black creators. Just give your TV time, uh, arts, music, etc. So I'm gonna build this segment of the online podcast where I'm just watching, just showing my loved ones what I watch and giving my take on it. I hop on the screen, right corner, I'm gonna hop off. So I appreciate everybody tapped in. I'm gonna give a call in. I have a call in. Holla at me. Let me know. And apologies for this camera. Gotta get my webcam going again, but it's no excuse. I actually like this stuff. That's just probably the benefit of when you feel like you make a mistake at something. Yeah. I love it though. Watch this, and it's actually funny. Like I said, like I mentioned earlier on my Facebook. I might where's it at? Where my phone at? Let me get to my phone. As I said again, shout out my bro Widow, pure one. Anybody who really know I can be goofy. I can be very, very serious. And it's up to you to be able to read through the lines. You feel me? It's my social media. That's why I got the other segment called Grilled Onions. These is my grilled onions. These are my opinions, not yours, buddy. You feel me? On love. So made a joke about how the homies, I'm saying, well, basically, I have a lot of people being a pen having a blast. And somebody made a comment on my Facebook. I'm gonna read you the comment. Evidently, I take the prison system serious, but somebody who don't really know me, getting serious on Facebook. When I'm telling y'all I'm a content creator, go follow my actual personal page. If you know what I mean, if you want to be all serious, but this is all content creator, so I have to let the people know. Don't follow me, man. All this negativity on my and going to Twitter. That's why I say I'm proud of bro. Well, I appreciate bro for making that comment. Like, come on, bro. Fuck what they talking about. Niggas that know you know the drill. On love. Yeah, I went on a mean one yesterday if y'all follow me. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah, damn, I gotta get 100 posts out um on Facebook just to let y'all know. All right, here we go. Jokes. Yeah, read that. And that goes on there. Nah. I said, now there are cell phones and internet in the prison. Homies be in there like it's high school, after school kicking session. This is pure jokes, LOL. They be having a blast. Been doing 10 years of recreational time. I haven't seen no rehabilitation. This is why we celebrate the welcome home more than the college graduates. Comment. Oh, he deleted it. No, it should be here. I ain't highlight nothing. Damn. Yeah, damn. Hold on. Screenshots. Screenshots. So I'll be trying to get them. So I'm gonna do a segment called Snoop Screenshots. And I'm gonna screenshot and show you all the messages I received. So that anybody do not message me, do not call me. If you do not, and if you do or you text me, say, hey bro, I want to have a private conversation. Because everything is being recorded. I got a camera right there. I'm on my Kanye West stuff. Just to let y'all know. Everything is being recorded. Every conversation, every text message, every DM, every single thing. Like that woman recorded 40 years of the internet. So please, please, please don't DM me and think it's gonna be a secret. Oh, love. I probably should get like a little book. Get a little book of all the goddamn DMs I got. That one's gonna be a good one, actually. Then get it. And shout out Widow though. You feel me? That was that. And the homie said true story. I missed it, but basically he sent me a copy. Probably like ChatGPT, Google AI. Man, so it's not nothing to joke about. People in jail. Man, homie, I got real friends and family who's never coming home. And I know I'm gonna get them out. My responsibility to educate myself. I am going to be a future lawyer. Gotta become a future lawyer. I'm telling my plans, that's in my plan. So I'm digging, diving, reading paperwork about old killings and murder in San Diego, Googling people names, looking up cases. Everything is public record. So just go Google any coach, any athlete, and I'm gonna do that on my show. Matter of fact, on Love, give me names to Google, and we're just gonna go through the Google, like how you Google my name. You can see when I got released, what they call it, when I got cut. You can see all these things. I'm gonna go through my name. And I'm gonna go through this name, this coach, this athlete, this rapper, and we're gonna weed through the information because it's public information. But black people got a problem with public information. Black people will call you the police for talking about public information. On Love though, we don't rock with those, but going forward, yeah. On Love though, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Google. And then at the same time, as a researcher, I just got to do I have to do a 16-page paper. You know how much research we got to do. I mess around, got to pay. I'm gonna see what's up with the private investigator movies. That's a good thing with going to college. You meet so many people, do so many things. I have a college teammate that's a private investigator. I got a teammate that's a cop. I got a teammate that's a highway patrol, a coach, and that's college. Now just imagine the kids that wasn't on my football team that love Snoop and what they doing. I got literally principals. Man, it's crazy. I went to 3 universities, 3 colleges, 2 universities. Just a blessing. So I'm gonna hit the private investigator, homie. See what I gotta do to get good information. Even if I gotta pay. I pay to get the private information and all information that's really that a lot of people conceal. Even the government, they're gonna make you pay. They're gonna make you pay for the $100 book with some deep information. And in reality, too, majority of the most impactful information is free. It's right in front of you. But it's 2025, so I ain't tripping if I gotta pay to go look up some criminal records and some information because I gotta get my fans free. So going back to this joke, I'm gonna joke to the homies and about the homies. I got a homie who be posting Charger games on a little TV. You feel me? Oh, love to get faded. And I'm like, oh, having a blast. He like, yeah. So context, it's contextual. We black people, we have fun regardless. We have fun regardless. On the slave plantation, we have fun. We could be in school and hate it, we have fun. So I'm just joking, evidently, talking about just content creators in jail making more content than me, making more currency than me, and they're in a cell. There's no reason why I can't crack. That was the whole point. So stop taking these Facebook posts serious and come holler at me. Come sit down with me. We have a serious conversation with social media. If you're a content creator, certain things we got to try to get. So, I don't love it, but we're going to get into this video. This is Baby B Braves from the Who's page up in LA. I might do a segment because San Diego don't got no news. You can't report on nothing. You feel me? You can't report on nothing. It's gonna get tricky. Even if I go report about somebody getting killed downtown, a different race, a stabbing, they gonna call you everything, man. And that's why we don't got no content creators. Not even these, no newscasters, no commentators, no nothing. Nobody create content. Well, it's a few. It's a few, probably two, handful. But that's what I'm gonna do. I don't love. Like I'm a grown man. You know, back in the day, oh, come see me. You got a problem with me? Nah, I just avoid people. I just don't reply to everybody comment. I ain't trying to make nobody respect me. When you looking for when you try to get someone respect, you lose respect with yourself. I just y'all got it. So letting y'all know, I'm gonna keep letting y'all know I'm working on my platforms. I'm recording everything. We talk about everything: old cases, old murder cases, athletes that went through things, scandals, everything. I mean, San Diego news, San Diego history. So if you're ashamed of a cousin or yourself, then hey, change your actions in the future and realize what you've done and save the youth. You know what I mean? And tell them the truth. So keep saying it. Let me know who y'all want me to look up. Drop a DM, drop a comment. I send you in person. Look this up. And I'm sorry, my opinion. So if you're trying to get at me and I'm not inboxing this, I'm not about to hurt no black man. I ain't about to get at 34. I'm not about to get physical. If we get to harm and go that somebody got to die. We're grown men. Men don't fight. Men go to war. And why ain't we at war with Russia right now? Because nobody wants to die. Real men don't want to die. We got families to feed. So it's like we can sit down and have a conversation, little battles, but I don't even battle. I don't got time. A lot of battles lead to war, but then again, a lot of battles stop war. But real men don't fight and tussle. Oh, I'm put it up. Where you at? You said, what about who the homie? I see you. And you see me, I'm gonna walk with a pepper spray on my trousers and wipe. Hey, Ty, you feel me? Oh, look, I ain't calling no police. I call my Southeast Patrol. Hey, y'all, man. Gonna be somebody from every gang pull up. Hey, what you, hey, huh? Who, what, where? It's like the old times for me. I ain't big in stature, you feel me? Just pound for pound. But my team is cold. Yeah, I get down with somebody 6'3", 230. But what my team gonna say? Why didn't you call me? That's family, that's community. Why don't you call me? My 6, hey, twin, gonna be tripping. Hold on, let me run that. And tell him run that with your size. That's how it will go. But I'm past, I ain't even got time to get into it with nobody. I'm like, you got it. Then I would call my team and they just handle it. So I don't got time to, you feel me? My people, if it's a different ethnicity, whatever, that's totally different. I'm talking about my people. I don't want to harm no black man. I ain't never harmed no black man. Have you? Have you harmed a black man? As a grown man. Have you harmed a black man as a grown man, not an adult? What is as an adult? Because it takes 25 years for your brain to develop. So as an adult, have you hurt a black man? Of course, we're gonna get into this. Check out what I be talking about. If y'all don't got any family members who locked up who in there having a blast. I got a lot who be in there having a blast. Really, really cutting up. Let's get this right. Apologies. Show the screens. It's righteous. There we go. Let's add it to the stage. As I said, when it comes to this type of things, you have people wonder, why do you watch this type of stuff? Because I have to know what's going on with my people. These are my people, regardless if it's Southeast, but we don't got enough black people. So that be enough going on. Gotta go up to LA, gotta go up to Arizona, gotta go down south and see what we doing. As a masses, what we doing? What we talking about? How can I save us? How can I get saved by my elders? How can I not? How can I? Yeah, I really want to save my. I'm gonna save me and save my people. How can I help my people? Not save. How can I help my people to where God will save us? That's what I say. So these type of contents, what are my people looking at? Let me dissect it. Let me analyze it. That's what I really do. I'm just an analyst. I'm an analyst. I'm analyzing, get my feedback. my review, and that's it. So send me anything y'all want me to analyze. On love. And look, I'm gonna keep it. Look, I watched the Braves page. Not I probably don't watch all of it because there's certain stuff I'm not gonna go through. I don't got that much time, but this is this was the video that has sparked that comment. Because bro be having a blast. And it's funny, but I know so many other people in there having a blast like this.
You know I'm familiar with the who's thug life.
I'm gonna be
On a couple of them
in and out
niggas
just to let y'all know.
how you stepping. Joe D. A big nigga fan of your gangster nigga. Love the principles you stand on.
Hey, that make me want to play a Mozzie song. Once I be able to get on my DJ,
hey man, you already know. Tapping on the who's, man. We going crazy. GM. Hey, look. Yo.
And this is my people on love, though. My people on me. You feel me? And on love, though. You feel me? You watch his face, it's joke. So make sure you subscribe because at the end of the day, it's about he feeding his family through YouTube. He bringing in like 10 bands, probably five to 10 if you have a great month. But he's bringing in 5 bands. Is my point. He's bringing in 5 bands off YouTube. He got 40,000 subscribers. Drop almost every day. 20K, 50K. I know numbers. I got a YouTube channel with 13K. Only a few videos, and I get my little. I get paid for this. He getting about 5K being in the sales. So when I tell my people, what's our excuse for not getting bread, for not creating content? We got people in sales whooping us because people be scared to hop on the internet, scared to show themselves. Man, I tell these niggas, I tell these people, this ain't my highlight tape. Come watch me. This is my full footage. And usually when you come watch me, the full game is my highlight tape because even if I drop a ball, even if I fumble, I get up and my body control, my I am zoned in. On love, though. So I'll be damned if I could let bro outbeat me, outwork me, because he outworking me. And my brain, he outworking me. I will not be out. I will not be out hustled. On love.
All right, it's good. Bless. I'm gonna get it when you come back. All right, look. Man, you already know. Dead homies, I don't want no problems. Yeah, I ain't starting nothing. GM, but I already know it's gonna crack it as it is. Look. I seen those sneak clips of all the little little YouTubers, everybody that I put on here. Like it's crazy how last night I sat there and I'm like, damn, like I really don't be on no hate shit or no weird stuff. I don't take none of this. Look, none of this stuff to me. It's nothing to me. GM. It's like blood, y'all starting to get in y'all feelings. It's crazy because it's like the Mark nigga homies be crying more than him on Bloods. And then another thing on DLB in this video I'm gonna be talking about is how everybody talking about the peace, like how people is fake, how people just act like they with peace. Look how many people was talking about all this peace, that, and then as soon as they thought something happened to me, it was all happy and jolly. Don't forget I'm still black. Dead homies. Don't forget I still stand on what I stand on blood.
Hey,
so all that stuff, somebody child. Don't forget I'm still somebody's son. Dead homies. All that, dad, all, you know what I'm saying? On blood. Thought something happened to me on West.
that's why, man, I gotta look up the baby Braves case. I need him. For me, man, I don't say, yeah, me to start my revolution. For us to get our flag, we need those. I tell other people, my warriors is in them fucking cages, homie. We're in that cemetery. That's it. Look at the mindset, though. Let me know you got the game. Got the game. You're just playing in the wrong arena. I don't know, I just thought about that. He got the game, he was just playing in the wrong arena. And why was he in the wrong arena? Because he wasn't able to get out of his environment. Yep. That's it. On love. It happens all the time.
All lanes on
And that's why I said, man, I just said that earlier. I got friends serving life in here. I gotta get them home. I joke, we gotta learn the law. I need to learn the law. So asking me law questions, y'all. Asking me, Snoop, what can I do? What's this mean? To put me in situations. I just need to pass the bar exam. It was more than that, but just ask me questions, y'all. Please, please. I want to get our people out because the 13th Amendment says slavery is abolished except if you get convicted or committed of a crime. So these are still these are considered slaves, my brothers. I don't know him. That's still my brother. That's why I probably believe you don't look at him like your brother, like someone's son. Like black people don't. We don't. But I do. Do.
You're popping
And not just him, anybody who look like me and got the same spirit. Y'all not talking about the spirit of destruction or gang banging, but it's our spirit, man. It's deep.
That's why I said on us, and it's crazy because how I am. Don't forget, I still stand on what I stand on. Don't act like they with peace. Look how many people was talking about all this peace, this peace, that, and then as soon as they thought something happened to me, it was all happy and jolly, jolly. Don't forget, I'm still black. Dead homies. Don't forget, I still stand on what I stand on blood. So like all that stuff, somebody's child. Don't forget, I'm still somebody's son. Dead homies.
Ooh,
All that, dad,
I'm
all, you know what I'm saying?
tripping.
On blood.
Forget I'm still black.
Like all to me, it was all happy and jolly, jolly. Don't forget, I'm still black. Dead homies. Don't forget, I still stand on what I stand on.
I put that on a shirt. Don't forget I'm still black. Hey, yo.
On blood. So
baby,
like all that stuff, somebody's child. Don't forget, I'm still somebody's son. Dead homies. All that. All talking about all this peace, that, and then as soon as they thought something happened to me, it was all happy and jolly, jolly. Don't forget, I'm still black. Dead homies. Don't forget, I still stand on what I stand on blood. So like all that stuff, somebody's child. Don't forget, I'm still somebody's son. Dead homies. All that, dad, all, you know what I'm saying? On blood. Thought something happened to me on West Side Lanes.
Yeah, I know I do the wholesale. This is jokes. I'm actually, I don't want to tell too much on my business, but all right, I'm getting into my wholesale selling and shipping. You see the show you got on? Got a champion joint. Let me show you. Got a whole. I'm crying. I actually got to ship a lot of these out. Apologies, I actually hate. I hate. Man, I hate because then it's like, it'd be a waste when you. Okay, I hate not having gloves on when I touch white fabrics and material. One little drop, one little that's a wrap, waste of shirt. But well, actually, I think I got one now. I'm playing with up there. Now, damn, 2X joint though. I'm crying. The champion joint inside. This on. What I tell y'all? I don't even. I don't get the clip, man, because I got to stain it and you throw it on. And this how we used to dress. 2012. 2012. 2008. With the 2X joint. Look. Let's see some glasses. Hey, don't forget I'm still black. Okay? Feel me? Y'all, let me let y'all get TV time. I ain't gonna stop y'all from.
You know what I'm saying? No blood. Thought something happened to me on West Side Lanes on here popping. That's why I said on Bloods, and it's crazy because how I am on GM, I'm the type of person that I ain't worried about who getting it, as long as I'm getting it for sure. If I'm getting it, then I'm saying I ain't even checking if you get it. So what I do on here, you know what I'm saying? I came on here, and when I get cracking on Bloods, when I'm going crazy, I'm going viral and all that. What I do on Bloods, I'm throwing people on. I'm already yanking up. I'm throwing people on my live, dead homies. Just sitting on there, telling people, yeah, this Tommy with you. Man, I'm in Canada, dead homies. I'm people's. Bloods, I'm going crazy. I got 2,000 people on the live just right
I'm
there
in
off of regular
Canada.
thing. I'm in a room.
Oh,
I'm
so
not,
that
I'm not, I
means
mean, well, I'm in a cell room, whatever. Hey, I'm saying, like,
wait,
on Bloods, we
wait,
don't lie. It's 2,000
wait.
people on there one time. GM. They going in and out. By the time I end the live, it's 8,000 people.
I'm in a city. I'm in a room.
I'm throwing people on my live, dead homies, just sitting on there, telling people, yeah, this Tommy with you. Man, I'm in Canada, dead homies. I'm people's. Bloods, I'm going crazy. I got 2,000 people on the live just right there off a regular thing. I'm in a room. I'm not. I mean, well, I'm in a cell room, whatever. Hey, I'm saying, like, Bloods, we don't lie. It's 2,000
And I,
people
man,
on there one time. GM. They going in and out. By the time I end the live, it's 8,000 people already and bounced on there and been on 30 minutes set. So I'm throwing members on my live. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have people like, for instance, on DLB. When I first went on my shit on Lanes, and seeing I'm on there yanked up. Like I said, that's why people's me on Bloods. I'ma always be the same person. I'm not on no weird stuff. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I ain't happy in your face and low key friend that you fall on Bloods. It's crazy how like
that's what it's about.
I don't see it, but the people see it, and when they see it, they tell me. And on Lanes, that's when I see it. Like when they say, "Damn, it's crazy how." On YouTube, all the YouTube clips.
I actually got to do a tutorial on double lanes. I
Bleeding
know
you out,
Excel,
saying,
I have no clue on
you know
double
what I'm saying?
lanes right now, so I can
Something
figure out the
happened
history
to
of all
you,
these gangs and try to unite
all
us.
this and that.
We write that down though.
They like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, like telling me, like, man, the YouTube clips act like they fuck with a nigga. Man, look, this is what I say, man. I'm not no YouTube, nothing. Bloods, I get on here and pop it and link up dead homies, and that's that. I'm not on Lanes. The difference is we gotta stop getting me mixed up. We gotta stop getting me my program and what I'm doing mixed up with y'all program and what y'all doing. Don't forget, I'm in jail on Bloods. Y'all so much of haters. Y'all starting to act like y'all in jail. GM.
I'm crying.
Y'all so
Y'all
messed
acting
up
like
in the
y'all
head
locked up.
on DLB on Night Street. You go to the streets talk about they programming. On Lanes, they got the nerve to say, "Oh, you in jail? You want to be in jail? How you acting and talking?"
Wait,
On Blood, shout out to all the podcasters that.
Oh Lord, though. That's how they many niggas act like I want to be in there.
On Lanes, they got the nerve to say, "Oh, you in jail? You want to be in jail? How you acting and talking?" On Blood, shout out to all the podcasters that fell back and just said, like, you know what I'm saying, like, let me see what's going on with him. I already don't believe it. Come on, Blood, to say that, baby Braves. Look at the story that was made. The story said,
he said, "You
baby
niggas
Braves
act like y'all want to be here."
Got ganked up for some shit out of his locker. Dead up. Look, first of all, this is my rule. Y'all gotta stop y'all gotta get these. Y'all gotta get y'all stories together. First of all, this is my rule. Second of all, on 109th Street Riders, I didn't write that on my shit. Cause I'm gonna keep it real right now, which I don't got to on Denver Avenue. Nobody didn't tell me come on here and say none of that. I see stuff that I'm like, damn, like they making nigga. So, like, look, they say,
Hello, who just joining?
Situation of wooty wah wah.
Hold on, let me.
Look, man,
tell my
first of
loved
all,
ones.
this is my room. If y'all don't know, this is my.
Hey, he said my room. So this take right here is because I made a joke on Facebook talking about how a lot of the homies be in the pen in prison having a blast. This, if you don't know what this is Baby Braids every now LA News do a lot of content. He whooping it. As I told people earlier, bro, bringing in about 5 to 10K a month. As I said, they're having fun making bread. Why the hell ain't I online having fun making bread? As you can see, bro, doing the stand, toting up. You gonna see him big drink, big. I'm gonna play the other video, but he just be popping it. So with me, the reason why I watch this because my people first. You're a rider, you're a soldier, you're a warrior, and as you see, he dropped a lot of game that I can apply and use. What do you say? Don't y'all forget, I'm still black. I'm still somebody's son. If that don't hit your heart, you don't got one.
My little bullshit room, whatever on Bloods, whatever goes on in your room goes on in your room. That's like somebody having a notebook in their shit, and I see a notebook right now, and it got a bee waxed out on it. It is a rule. Everybody in this prison party get bored and right. That's not what it is, gang. Stop spreading false narratives, gang. Stop spreading false narratives on Bloods. Like I said, on F4G, did that have to happen? On Lanes? No. On Bloods, it didn't have to happen. That didn't have to happen on Bloods. But I'm so much of I ain't worried about it, and it's like, man, what? It's regular. This shit regular with me, gang. Squabbing, we grown men. On Bloods, it's nothing. On Bloods, we have a situation, but that's what we do. Y'all making a big situation. I say, nah. Program. There ain't nothing on the hood. I've been getting jumped and doing that shit all my life. As for fun, though, I get jumped on some. We jump each other, dead homies really jump each other on Bloods. 8 on one of each other, 10 on foes. I be in real on Bloods. We getting cracking on each other. And after we go straight to the rooms, dead homie, he's my neighbor. I'm laughing with him, joking with him, fishing lines with him, blowing it down.
Man, that's deep. That's deep.
Telling you when the doors rack on Bloods, your chin crack. Damo. But we good right now. We're gonna blow it down. Pass my phone when you come out and all the shit is good. That's how I ain't worried about that game. So let's get it. JM finish going on. But for weirdos to get straight back and go straight, man, whoever did that is a hoe. They're homies. First of all, that's what I say. Whoever did that on 10, is a hoe. Whoever goes straight back and lie and do all that zarks is a hoe. That's that. Dead homies. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Do that. Say that. Figure out. Blood, especially say don't got off yard and got whipped off yard. Whoever said that is Mark GM. And I'm here with him.
Having the business right
anyways,
now.
But back to this YouTube shit. Like I said though, I'm blessed. Take mines. And on 109th Street Riders continue because when it's the door open, the back door get open, I'm kicking that motherfucker in. I'm going in, it's on. On the hood. Shout out to the people that banked in on the people. Dead hungry. Somebody told me I faked my damn. I said, never.
I'm crying.
Somebody said, GA said, Braves, nigga, it's like you faked your death, you dope. I'm like, man, on the hood, I ain't even do it. I still ain't lied to the peoples on Democrat. Look, when I said that message on YouTube, I said, hey, I said, blood. I wrote the post on my page on YouTube, and I said, blah blah blah. But I said, Bloods, Bray's voice on lanes. I said I stand on what I stand on. Blah blah. This that. And I said Bray's voice. Somebody on there saying that's a third party. That's GB talking whoop whoop. I said in Bray's voice. I said that's my voice. That's what I said on Blood. I still ain't lied to the peoples. JM. I ain't gonna lie on purpose. And it's crazy because I was gonna say something and I'm dead hungry.
Wait.
Like I was gonna say something and
I'm not gonna lie on purpose.
And it's crazy because I said in Bray's voice. I said that's my voice. That's what I said on Blood. I still ain't lied to the peoples. JM. I ain't gonna lie on purpose. And it's crazy because I was gonna say something and I'm dead hungry. Like I was gonna say something and my peoples like don't lie. Remember, Bloods. That's what they on your page for because you don't lie. So don't even lie. Don't even lie on some small. You get what I'm saying? Not on purpose. Bloods. And I'm like,
that's
damn,
deep.
have you right on the set?
That is deep.
So,
on the
that, but
not
anyway,
on purpose.
On Bloods.
It's hard to lie. You just didn't know.
I see.
Are you lying?
This is how you know people J-Cats and bad people.
Speaking the truth and it's wrong and you lie.
First of all, his name ain't Spody Face. Y'all need to stop being on this internet saying his name Spody Face. His name ain't Spody Face. Dead homies. Some real members get up on me and told me. Again, when I get on here and I get at people like that, just like I say right now, I'm saying right now, Blueface, I don't care. There ain't no hate stuff, nothing. I'm still on you. GM, don't think you gotta wait at all. On Bloods, I'm on you. On DLB until you say who using that tank with squabbling and tank 10. Dead homies. That's until you say who you squabbling with in that tank on Bloods, nigga. I'm on you. Until you can go viral as you want. I respect it. Dynamo. I respect it on the business tip because it's a business tip, and then you got the business tip on DLB on Main Street. Then you got the on Bloods, you got the street tip and the game tip because that's the shit you was on. You was on the game, so I'm always treat you like game on Bloods. You still win people on Web 4G. You still ain't said the phase. You cracking up.
I was getting too much. Let me show y'all that had me crying.
Money, but on DLB on some.
Oh yeah, this shit had me crying.
All the fake bloggers on Blood. I seen a nigga say a nigga faked his death. I ain't fake shit. And we got plenty of drink on Blood. They said I was in a wheelchair. GM, I am in a wheelchair. This is live. It is live. No, I'm in a wheelchair. I'm in a wheelchair. I ain't got no legs. Just like I was
not literally, because we're gonna be joyful regardless. Some people might.
I ain't got no legs.
Like context. We're gonna have fun regardless.
Stupid. Damn.
It is funny because some people don't even know that though.
Up on here.
Some people don't even know that. We're gonna actually, since we on Big Bags, we gonna might have to get a pen. Let's see. Let's go to his story. So I can start learning how to do one for Dago.
Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm gonna detail the story of Baby B Braids.
We gotta have something like this in San Diego.
Last month,
it's just
the name
small.
Baby B Braids has been ringing out all over social media and YouTube for his wild claims of description. The things he described in his life.
I don't care. I'm gonna make one.
Some people dispute his claims.
Dear San Diego, whoever see this, let me know who y'all want me to do the story of. Anybody we know that knocks some people down, and it's on Google, just Google their name. Start there. Then one of my favorite things I know I'm gonna do is actually my cousin. I've been working on that cigar pen documentary for a long time, but I want to do one for Dago. So I want to do a Sleepy Bow. Not even like those like that. The story of Sleepy Bow, Little Sleepy Bow, the story of. Feel me? Even if I start small, do multiple segments. But it just starts with this, though. Yeah, I mean, me going live, me getting the information, me writing it down. I'm like, this shit, this stuff down. I'm gonna write down the different halves. Just fuck at this. You're all gangs, because all gangs united, all gangs start for kids. That's why I think a lot of it's gonna be bigger.
But even people who haven't agreed to some things he said, one thing many people of all have said, that he stands on business in real life. Brace was born around 1991 and will grow up in LA. He grew up in a notorious section known for a gang called the Denver Lane Gangster Bloods. The Denver Lane Bloods were formed in the 70s and become an independent gang.
People don't
they
even
didn't join the Crips like many surrounding gangs close to them did,
gangster
but
card,
instead, they become rivals of the Crips,
LA
and especially a gang called the Hoovers,
y'all gonna see it.
especially the 107
LA news
and 11 Deuce Hoovers, who are in close proximity to them.
Yeah. Every
The
time
Denver Lanes will have
video,
a lot of history in their turf. It has several rappers from their section, like B. Brazy. He left a stamp in their community and in the rap scene before he was killed in 2003. And baby B. Brazy was still a kid when B. Brazy died, but he carried that legendary name well. Still in 11 Deuce Hoovers, who are in close proximity to them. The Denver Lanes will have a lot of history in their turf. It has several rappers from their section, like B. Brazy. He left a stamp in their community and in the rap scene before he was killed in 2003. And baby B. Brazy was still a kid when B. Brazy.
I don't know if this is facts. So tune in at that. Baby, but that B. Brazy that his big homie was still alive. But Warren County gonna be speaking facts. So I'm actually figuring that out. This for all my content creators who be watching this. Think you getting facts. I gotta figure it out.
He died, but he carried that legendary name well. And baby B. Brazy carried that name with pure aggression in the streets, the juvenile system, county jail, and later prison. He was known to shoot and fight, being an all-around gangster. But his street ways would eventually give him life without the possibility of parole. Brazy and Kilo were both members of the Denver Lane Gangster Bloods. On January 17, 2016, they both stole a car from a man named Edward at gunpoint. Approximately 35 minutes later, Brazy and Kilo used Edward's car and did a drive-by shooting. They shot at several people who were standing in front of a liquor store in the Hoover's turf. They shot a man named Elliot. On February 21st, 2016, Brazy fired multiple shots from his car at another car which a man named Nate and a woman named Letitia was in. Nate was killed. On March 18, 2016, Kilo fired a gun from his car, killing a man named Keelan, who was riding past him on a mini bike. On March 20th, 2016, Brazy and Kilo approached several Crips and pulled out their guns. One of the men from the Crip side pulled out a gun as well and started shooting at Brazy and Kilo, which they both fired back, and nobody was shot in this incident. On March 21st, 2016, around 1 p.m., Brazy entered the motel of a man named Dion. Brazy robbed Dion at gunpoint. On March 21st, 2016, at around 11:20 p.m., Brazy and Kilo shot and killed a man named Stilo from the Hoovers. Brazy was later arrested a month later after the shooting while driving a car that matched a vehicle in the surveillance in one of his shootings. A witness named Samantha also identified a photograph of a car and involved in the shooting. She also said that Brazy was the shooter. Cell phone tower records indicated that Brazy's cell phone was in the area of the shooting shortly before the shooting occurred. A gun examiner testified a .380 caliber shell casing was recovered from the scene and had been fired from the same weapon as casings recovered from the shootings of Elliot and Stilo. Months later, in August of 2016, an associated killer in Brazy named Wolf from Afton Park Bloods was picked up. He was placed in a cell with an agent. The police conducted and placed the agent posing as a fellow inmate in a cell with Wolf and recorded their whole convo. Wolf discussed the uncharged murder and the murder of Stilo with the agent. Throughout the whole convo, he brought up Brazy and Kilo. Wolf told the agent the police had told him that they found his DNA at both crime scenes. He would even say Brazy did the whole thing. And what Wolf said in that cell is what got everyone convicted. During the investigation, detectives showed Letitia photographs of the possible suspects, but she was not able to identify the shooter. But she later did at trial, and she identified Kilo, but not Brazy. Brazy had his girlfriend as an alibi, but her testimony was seen as a lie, and her being a gang member connected to the Denver Lanes made her testimony untrustworthy. While in county jail, Brazy was raised in hell, having reports of insubordination, fighting, assaults, and possession of shanks. On October 7, 2019, weeks into the trial, the consul of Wolf reported that Brazy and Kilo had threatened Wolf that morning while they were taking the bus from jail to court. Wolf was asked if he felt like he'd been threatened by Kilo and Brazy that day, and Wolf said, "Yes, I was." And that sealed the fate of this trial. even though Wolf told he received 40 years to life. The trial court imposed 2 sentences of life without the possibility of parole for Kilo, as well as a sentence of 205 years to life and a sentence of 14 years and 8 months. Braze received 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole, as well as being sentenced to 227 years to life and another sentence of 29 years and 8 months. In January 2025, a channel on YouTube called The Who's Who's would appear on YouTube telling stories of different situations and what happened in jail, and it would be Braze giving props to other gang members and hoods, and also exposing some for cowardly behavior. But this will rub some people the wrong way, like 4 Extras. 4 Extras will build a reputation on social media for his tough antics and his persona
What year he
that made him
started?
look like he was too called The Who's Who's would appear on YouTube months. Braze received 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole, as well as being sentenced to 227 years to life and another sentence of 29 years and 8 months. In January 2025, a channel on YouTube called The Who's Who's would appear on YouTube telling stories of different situations and what happened in jail, and it would be Braze giving props to other gang members and hoods, and also exposing some for cowardly behavior. But this will rub some people the wrong way, like 4 Extras. 4 Extras will build a reputation on social media for his tough antics and his persona that made him look like he was the toughest dude moving to some people. So Braze would tell his story fighting 4 Extras, and he would say that he won the fight.
For the record, it was all Crips in that day room with me when I got down 4 Extra. He came to my building. He like, I'm 4 Extra, 40 Crip. I'm like, I'm Baby B Brazy from Devil Links. He like,
let me make sure the mic working. Make sure the mic working. We live? We good? Hey. That should be a little better. Excuse me. Had to get the mic right. Nah. Can y'all hear me or what? Somebody let me know. There we go. I'll take that. I'll take that. No Diddy.
40 Crip though. I just told him, like, we got to get in. Dead homies. You get 4 Extra know what happened in the day room. Whole shit was bleeding. The police knocking on the door. Hey, what y'all in here doing? He walked to the door with his whole shit bleeding, leaking. I swear to God, with his shirt off. One of us would have died in that day room because all he do is talk. That's why he'll never talk about that. He talking about he didn't beat everybody up in the county and this, that, or everything I love. Ask him what happened with Baby Braze, Devil Lanes, and 40 Creed.
Like this, like throw the forward cut face. Braze like, what? Every time he coming up, he like this. He grab like he's trying to grab Braze, grab him with one arm and throw a punch with his other one. But every time he grab Braze,
He a monster too.
Has
actually I haven't watched his page. I'm gonna check up with his
which
page,
means he's gonna throw a million punches.
I stopped because it was too much for now on my content.
Hitting hard with a little skinny grown man strength. So he comes straight on the pipe. Where it's like boom, 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 boom. Right. On cut. Extras go down to that one knee. Boom. Go down to that one knee. 4 Extras like 40 Crib. 40 Crib, I like you, cuz. Where's our 40s, cuz? Yeah.
4 Extras would then make his own claims about the fight, and he would say who really won, being himself.
And I was on one, and I was pressing somebody else. I was on one. I was pressing something. I was on about another Damu. And he had said, he stepped up, you know what I'm talking about? he stepped up and said, man, I feel like a buster if I let you come over here and don't ask for a fade. So I said, on 40 Crip, you can get that. He waited. I'm like, you ready? He like, yeah. Boom, bam, bam, bam. I sock him. He back up. Boom, bam, boom, bam, bam. I sock him up more. I hit him in his ribs. He started spinning up. I'm like, bro. I'm like, Braze, come on. And you know, Braze, you watching this? Exactly what happened. I'm like, you ready? He like, yeah. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. He backed up. I'm like, no, that's over. It's over. I'm like, no. It's like a homie. You straight? He like, I'm straight. Bro, nobody got knocked out, bro. You get what I'm saying? I socked on him. You get what I'm saying? I didn't knock him out. I didn't split him open. I wasn't trying to do him bad because we with lanes, bro. You get what I'm saying? I told him straight. He said, yeah.
Bray's videos would take off, and he would bump more heads with people on YouTube, like 600.
Let's get this clear. I ain't got no problem with no blood. I ain't got no problem with no Denver lanes. And I really don't have no beef, no smoke with Brady. It's just that until he give us definition. See, he made a statement about 600, saying I can't go over there. Now, people tell me he talking about the hood, bro. I'm like, nah, he ain't talking about that. They're like, no, bro,
and
he
this
talking
is
about
a
the
crazy
hood.
thing
You can't go to the hood.
that I tell a lot of people in
I
San
just wanna know,
Diego,
bro, like what we doing?
which evidently is not the original city of gangbanging. We the little brothers. We are the little brothers. Where have we started? Matter of fact, Black Panthers come from Oakland, gangbanging in Los Angeles. What are we going to start that make it around the world? Are we going to ever start something? Oh, look, I just thought about that. Ain't nothing originated in San Diego. And if it is, please let me know. But we know we so tough and it'd be so funny, man. People would never left the city. So even here, the Denver Lanes Bloods, which I'm gonna show after, rock with the 40s. They don't beef. There's certain gangs in LA, could be a Crip, you could be a Blood, and y'all get along. A lot of people don't know that. I never seen that because it's not like that in Dago. So it's not about Cripping and Blood, and it's about we don't like y'all, we don't like them. Y'all don't like them, we don't like them, okay. But if we all just get along, so that's just a misnomer I have to get out there.
We need clarity, bro. It's all good, Dama. Really? Homie? It's all good. I just demand an apology before we go to where we're going to go. You know what I mean? I just want to know. And listen. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Even my homies. I play fair. If you're a buster and you're a rat, I probably won't expose you, bro, if you just leave me alone. But you started this, B-Brazy. You started. I don't know if somebody told you I was a buster or I'm scared or I can't go certain places or I ain't really like that. you must have been Googling the internet. That's how it's supposed to go. But look, check this out. I noticed you've been exposing a lot of neighborhoods. You feel me? And that's cool. Like I said, but if you're going to expose, bro, keep it thorough, bro. Keep it a buck. Keep it 100. You feel what I'm saying? Don't select the politic. Don't be selective with your exposure. Now, you was up on D-Yard, right? The Hoovers rushed you, right? You was with about 7, 8 of your homies, right? Damus, right? Exposed them Damus when they ran, bro. Now, this ain't got nothing against you. Because I'm hearing you still down. You squabbled to the, you know what I'm saying? You did your thing. You ain't run. You know how I exposed my homies, bro? Busters and rats and all that? Yeah. I ain't selected with it, bro. I expose whoever, bro. So, yeah. If you want to come on here and do that, bro, to keep your credibility.
Braze was making a wave on YouTube by telling his stories and his side of everything out almost around a month. He's already touching 12K subscribers. Check out his channel. It's called The Who's Who's if you haven't heard before. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Let's go back, see what's the drill. Let's see another one. He's gonna be on my page a lot, so we gotta get the understanding. God damn.
It started with a car, then came the shootings. By the time the motel incident made the news, The name Baby B. Brazy had already surfaced in gang files, witness statements, and a growing stack of sealed indictments, but none of that explains how a young man from 109th Street ended up with 2 life sentences and over 200 years to serve, or why, even behind bars, his voice hasn't gone silent. To understand that, you have to start with the neighborhood, the block, the history. In South Central Los Angeles, the street grid isn't just lines on a map, it's a code. And in the Vermont Vista neighborhood, that code often came with a color, red, stretching from 104th to 120th Street, bordered by Vermont Avenue and Grand Avenue. The Denver Lane Bloods have long held ground in South Central Los Angeles. Founded in the early 1970s amid economic collapse and rising gang violence, the Denver Lanes aligned with other independent groups to form the Bloods in response to Crip aggression. Their name came from Denver Avenue, but their identity was forged through territorial conflict. Surrounded by rivals like the 112 Hoover Criminals and Raymond Avenue Crips, their turf demanded constant defense. By the time Baby B. Brazy was born around 1991, the 109th Street set, his future clique, was already known for loyalty and retaliation.
Man.
In neighborhoods like Vermont Vista, joining a set wasn't unusual, it was often survival. The crack epidemic, heavy policing, and lack of opportunity made gang affiliation both a shield and a structure. For the Denver Lanes, legacy mattered. While not the biggest blood set, they were deeply rooted, known for alliances like the Mafia Lanes with the Athens Park Bloods and Crenshaw Mafia Gang, and for ongoing war with the Hoovers. This was the world Baby B. Brazy inherited. It didn't just raise him, it defined him. In gang culture, names aren't just labels, they carry legacy. When Bruce Anthony Parrish Jr., known as B. Brazy, was killed in 2003 at age 28, he left behind more than music. As a core member of the Damu Riders, a blood-affiliated rap group active in the 90s, B. Brazy gave voice to street life in South Central. His lyrics were raw accounts of loyalty, violence, and survival, tied closely to the 109th Street Denver Lane Bloods. His death, widely believed to be gang-related, left a void within the Denver Lanes. The name B. Brazy became a symbol, not just of the man, but of defiance and street credibility. So when a younger member adopted the name Baby B. Brazy, it signaled more than admiration. It was a pledge. Born around 1991, Baby B. Brazy was about 12 when Parrish died. Some believe they were related.
I heard some stuff.
Others say he was a loyal protege. Either way, in gang circles, he was accepted as part of the original B. Brazy family. Taking on that name meant aligning with the 109th Street DLB and stepping directly into their feud with the Hoover Criminals. But unlike Parrish, Baby B. Brazy didn't make his mark in music. He earned his name in the streets. By his early 20s, he was known for his refusal to cooperate with police, his involvement in gang activities, and his unwavering loyalty.
Is a punishment
in South Central,
where a person is sentenced to spend the rest of their natural life in prison. In many places, a court can also set a minimum number of years that must be served before the person.
To understand how Baby B. Brazy moved, you have to understand the geography he grew up in. In South Central Los Angeles, gang lines weren't drawn on maps. They were enforced by reputation and violence.
Crimes, especially violent.
The Denver Lane Bloods, or DLB, controlled a narrow but contested strip between 104th and 120th Streets, from Vermont Avenue to Grand Avenue. At its center, 109th Street, the block Brazy would eventually
more than one person.
Though small in size, the territory was surrounded by danger. To the north and east were the 92, 94, 107, and 112 Hoover criminal sets, rival Crips whose conflict with the Denver Lanes dated back to the late 70s. The 112 Hoovers posed a particularly direct threat, with turf overlapping DLB ground. According to reports and street sources, violent exchanges between the two were common. In the early 2000s, the Denver Lanes reportedly pushed the 112S back from parts of 109th, a rare win in a static turf war. To the south, the 120 Raymond Avenue Crips added more pressure. Just crossing the 105 freeway often meant stepping into hostile territory. For DLB members like Brazy, these boundaries shaped daily life. Even within the Blood Alliance, peace wasn't guaranteed. The Denver Lanes had feuds with other blood sets, including the Campanella Park Pyrus. who killed DLB member Lil Laniak II in 1995, as well as the Inglewood neighborhood Pyrus and Mad Swan Bloods. Still, DLB maintained strong alliances. Their ties with Crenshaw Mafia Gang and Athens Park Bloods formed coalitions like Denver Mafias and Athens Lanes. These partnerships extended their influence and reinforced their defense. By the 2000s, this network of enemies and allies created a fragile but understood balance. For Baby B Brazy, growing up in that landscape meant proving himself early, not just by name, but by action. This environment shaped every decision Baby B Brazy made. It meant every move outside his block carried risk. It meant loyalty wasn't optional. And it set the stage for what would happen in 2016 when that loyalty would erupt into one of the most violent sprees South Central had seen in years. By early 2016, Baby B Brazy had already built a name within the 109th Street Denver Lane Bloods. He wasn't the loudest. He didn't need to be. His actions, especially within jail and on the street, had given him credibility. But in the first 3 months of that year, his reputation would shift from respected to infamous. The spree started on a Sunday. On the evening of January 17, 2016, a man named Edward was parked near Western Avenue in South Central Los Angeles when he was approached by two armed men. One of them pointed a firearm at Edward and demanded the car. Intimidated and fearing for his life, Edward surrendered the vehicle, a four-door sedan that would be used just 35 minutes later in a shooting. That same night, the stolen car was driven into Hoover criminals' territory. Witnesses reported the vehicle pulling up outside a liquor store where several individuals were gathered on the sidewalk. Without any verbal exchange, shots were fired from inside the car. One man, later identified as Elliot, was hit. He survived, but the shooting sent a clear message. Denver Lane was on the offensive. The timing of the carjacking and shooting, just 35 minutes apart, suggested premeditation. Investigators would later highlight how the stolen car was likely chosen to give the shooters anonymity and mobility. The choice of location, a liquor store in known Hoover territory, was not accidental. The 109th Street Denver lanes and the Hoover sets, especially the 107 and 112 Hoovers, had a long-standing feud. By initiating the spree there, Baby B Brazy and Lil Kilo were targeting rival turf directly, a strategic move consistent with gang retaliation dynamics. The details gathered during the investigation became crucial months later. Witnesses recalled the make and model of the vehicle and matched it to Edward's car. Spent shell casings at the scene were later matched ballistically to other shootings connected to Baby B Brazy. At the time, though, this event passed with minimal media attention. In neighborhoods like South Central, shootings weren't rare enough to make headlines unless multiple people died. But for law enforcement, this was the opening note in what would become a violent, escalating pattern. Though no arrests were made immediately after the January 17th shooting, surveillance footage and forensic evidence started to link events. The LAPD's gang unit, already familiar with Baby B Brazy due to previous encounters, began tracking movements tied to the Denver Lane Bloods. It would take more shootings before a clear pattern emerged. And by the time it did, the body count had begun to rise. Just over a month after the first shooting, Baby B Brazy struck again. On the afternoon of February 21st, 2016, a man named Nate and a woman named Letitia were inside a car near 103rd Street and Budlong Avenue. The street was active with other vehicles nearby. It was broad daylight.
Streets
According
have
to reports
meaning.
and
I know
court
that right.
testimony,
Get into that too.
Baby B Brazy approached the vehicle, raised a firearm, and opened fire. Multiple rounds struck the car. Nate was hit and pronounced dead at the scene. Letitia survived, though her condition at the time was not disclosed publicly. Unlike the previous drive-by, this shooting was more targeted. Witnesses said the shooter didn't fire randomly. He seemed to know who he was after. The quick, close-range attack indicated a deliberate hit rather than an act of intimidation. Forensic investigators recovered multiple shell casings from the scene. Later analysis linked them to the same firearm used in the January 17th shooting. Though no official gang affiliation was reported for Nate, the location of the incident and details of the case led police to treat the act as a part of an ongoing gang feud, most likely another move against Hoover-aligned individuals or those perceived.
Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to detail the Denver Lane Bloods. Denver Lane Bloods,
history,
also known as the Denver Lane Gangster Bloods, are a notorious street gang located on the west side of South Central. They are named after a street called Denver Ave. During the 1970s, several independent gangs such as the Denver Lanes, the Brims, the Bounty Hunters, the Chain Gang, which later became the Inglewood Families, among many others fed up with Crips, formed the Bloods. These gangs would become rivals of countless Crip gangs. The Denver Lanes are clicked up with Crenshaw Mafia Bloods to form the Mafia Lanes, or the Denver Mafias, and also the Anthem Park Bloods. They are also cool with a few other blood gangs. But the Denver Lanes became arch enemies of the Hoovers in the early 70s. After the Hoover gang fed up with Crips, formed the Bloods. These gangs would become rivals of countless Crip gangs. The Denver Lanes are clicked up with Crenshaw Mafia Bloods to form the Mafia Lanes, or the Denver Mafias, and also the Anthem Park Bloods. They are also cool with a few other blood gangs. But the Denver Lanes became arch enemies of the Hoovers in the early 70s. After the Hoovers started the 107 and 11 Deuce Hoovers, the Hoovers established the new hoods. This put them basically in the same area. This will later become a deadly war, with all the Hoover sets for the Denver Lanes. The Denver Lanes also became rivals of Crip gangs like the Hard Time Hustler Crips, the Raymond Ave Crips, the 11 Deuce Broadway Gangster Crips, and the 11 8 East Coast Block Crips, among many others. Denver Lanes also became rivals of some blood gangs like the Inglewood Families, who they were once cool with, but this became deadly. The Denver Lanes would become known nationwide with several rappers like G Lin and B Brazy dropping albums and becoming household names. But B Brazy would be killed on May 9th, 2003. If you haven't already, check out the episode that I detailed on B Brazy's rap career. The Denver Lanes also have sets in Pasadena called the Pasadena Denver Lanes, or PDL. I covered them also in a previous episode. And they also have another set in Altadena, known as the Altadena Denver Lanes. These two sets mainly beef with the Altadena Black Crips and the Pasadena Raymond Ave Crips. The Denver Lanes are a historic blood gang in Los Angeles and have a long-standing history in the streets. But with that being said, let's get into some cases. On March 24th, 2005, Clarita was visited by her Aunt Stacy and her aunt's boyfriend Lawrence. She shared an apartment on 107 with her boyfriend William. Stacy asked Lawrence to go to a close store nearby to buy some chips. When Lawrence left, Stacy and William were on the balcony of the apartment. William saw Lawrence leave the building and walk to the front gate. As Lawrence passed through the gate, a car drove by and stopped at the curb in front of the liquor store. A man hopped off the car, walked towards Lawrence, and the man began firing a gun at Lawrence. Lawrence fell to the ground and the shooter stood over him and continued firing. Shooter fired over 15 shots. When the shooter saw William and Stacy on the balcony, he began firing at them. Stacy would end up being shot in her back, but she survived. Lawrence died from multiple gunshot wounds. Earlier that afternoon, two members of the Raymond Ave Crips, Little Pooh and Moose, were shot. The shooters were believed to be members of the Denver Lane Bloods, so the shooting against Lawrence was the Raymonds out for revenge. Howard from Raymond was picked out as the shooter after several witnesses identified him. Howard was later sentenced to 93 years to life. On April 7, 2005,
hey, y'all know Big Bro
were walking along Imperial Highway when a silver car suddenly crossed over the center line and approached them and stopped. D saw a gun at the driver's side window just before multiple shots were fired. D was shot 7 times and ZJ was shot 3 times. Both men survived. As it happened, the police were making a traffic stop nearby. The police heard multiple gunshots and the police immediately turned their car to where the sound was coming from. They saw a few people pointing out the car, saying that's them. The officers chased after the car, which the car crashed into a building. The passenger name was Jason. He got out and fled on foot. Driver name was Mike, and he was detained on the scene. After a search of the surrounding area, Jason was arrested as well. Both Jason and Mike were from Raymond Ave Crip and did the shooting in the territory of the Denver Lanes. They were trying to kill one, and multiple weapons were found inside the car. It was the ones used in the shooting. Both Jason and Mike would get life for their roles in the shooting.
I'm looking for the history.
On March 14th, 2007, Michael was staying with his parents in an area claimed by the Raymond Ave Crips. Late in the morning,
I want to go to the history. The history, like who started them in class? Where it come from? The history. These is my people. Who are them like that? There we go.
Today, we're gonna be talking about the Denver Lane Gangsta Bloods. This gang is arguably the most militant blood gang that come out of Los Angeles, California. Ooh. They have known stories from Marbury murders, massacres, walk-down assassinations, and a lot of other gruesome activities attached to their history. So this,
man, you think about it, that's crazy. Just imagine if we all got together and get that elevation. Yeah. The people who oppress us, we walk them down.
Gang definitely has a story to tell. Yeah. All right. Welcome to Cali's Most Dangerous. Let's get into it. Whoa.
Fucking stay in school, nigga. If you want to bang, nigga, then you already know where it's headed, nigga. You already know where it's headed. We done lost too much, nigga. Up or down, your mom and daddy ain't lying to you, fool. They ain't lying. So if you're gonna be with it or without it, nigga. I can't tell you nothing more than that.
On the evening of December 7th, 2008, Stephanie Smith drove her car to the home where her son, Dedrick Wallace, also known as Kool-Aid, a member of the 9-4 Hoover Criminals, was staying with his girlfriend. And the front passenger drove.
They keep giving me the.
Yeah.
I just.
All right. Welcome to Cali's Most Dangerous. Let's get into it. Whoa.
Shut up and sit down.
Stay in school, nigga. If you want to bang, nigga, then you already know where it's headed, nigga. You already know where it's headed. We done lost too much, nigga. Up or down, your mom and daddy ain't lying to you, fool. They ain't lying. So if you're gonna be with it or without it, nigga. I can't tell you nothing more than that.
On the evening of December 7th,
I think that's the best message we need. Man. Yeah. Since niggas don't even know. Yeah.
Fucking stay in school, nigga. If you want to bang, nigga, then you already know where it's headed, nigga. You already know where it's headed. We done lost too much, nigga. Up or down, your mom and daddy ain't lying to you, fool. They ain't lying. So if you gonna be with it or without it, nigga. I can't tell you nothing more than that.
On the evening of December 7th, 2008, Stephanie Smith drove her car to the home where her son, Dedrick Wallace, also known as Kool-Aid, a member of the 9-4 Hoover Criminals, was staying with his girlfriend. In the front passenger seat was Smith's 13-year-old daughter, Satiera Smith. And in the rear, behind Smith, sat her stepdaughter, Brianna Chase Simpson. Wallace's girlfriend, Retrice Fields, lived near the intersection of 102nd Street and Denver Street in Los Angeles, California. Wallace and Fields came out of the car, and Smith stood and spoke with Smith on the driver's side of the car. While they were talking, a champagne-colored car rolled by and almost struck Fields as he drove by. The group was mad and yelled towards the car and thought that was the end of it. So Wallace asked Smith to take him to the gas station so he can get some snacks. On the way back to the gas station, Brianna noticed the car flashing its high beam lights behind him, but she didn't think anything of it. After Wallace made his purchases, Smith began driving him back to his girlfriend's. While driving back, Satiera noticed a car with bright lights following closely. Upon arriving at Smith's home, Smith pulled over to the park and she said, "Don't turn around. It may be the police." At that point, the car behind him pulled up alongside Smith and started letting off multiple shots into the car. Brianna looked over and saw a gun. Satiera heard 9 or 10 gunshots. Wallace, who had been getting out of the car, ducked. He was uninjured. But Smith died from multiple gunshots. She suffered 4 wounds, one of which was fatal. Brianna fell over into the car seat and blacked out, although she could still hear. She heard Satiera screaming. Brianna was struck by bullets in her jaw and her right leg. She was not able to speak for a month due to the wound to her jaw, and the left side of her body was partially paralyzed for 2 or 3 months. Satiera was hit 3 times. She suffered wounds to her arm, elbow, and her thigh. The bullet that hit her arm traveled through her stomach and pierced her lung, causing it to collapse. Police found 10 cartridge casings in the area near the shooting. All of the cartridge cases were from a 9mm caliber gun. 9 of the cartridge cases were found to be fired from the same firearm as well. On December 8th, 2008, in the early mornings after the shooting, Los Angeles police detectives interviewed Wallace at the hospital. Wallace described the suspect's vehicles as a 1990s era champagne-colored Nissan Maxima with tinted windows. Wallace said he saw 3 or 4 black males in the vehicle. At 10:35 that day, Wallace telephoned a detective and said the car was not a Maxima, but rather an Infiniti that looked like the Ultimate. He said it was champagne colored or beige. Wallace stated that the photograph depicted in the vehicle involved in the shooting was also the vehicle that banged on him about 2 to 4 days before the shootings. Wallace also stated that he heard someone say lanes after the shootings, but he was not sure if it was just in his head. Also during the interview, the detectives showed Wallace a photographic lineup of Eric Pierce, who was also known as Big E-Mac, a known member of the Denver Lane Bloods. He was the focus of this case. As the detective extracted the lineup from his notebook, Wallace pointed to the photograph of Big E, and he said, "That's him. That's him." He said that Big E was the person he saw say Denver Lanes while he threw up gang signs a few days before the shootings. It was the same car he saw drive by when his mother was killed, and shots came from that same car. After all that, though, Wallace was an uncorroborated witness at trial. He testified that he did not recall speaking to police on 2 occasions, and he did not make any statements to the detectives. He said he didn't even know where the shooting was coming from because he was ducking. When asked what a snitch was, he replied, "I don't know. You tell me." He also did not.
I know my computer ain't about to. Again.